Hi guys, it's Natalie Elphinstone here, and I am very excited to be presenting my very first Sizzix video, and I'm going to be making some cute little hair clips for my girls to celebrate Fashion Week. So what I am using is one of these Biggs dies, and this one's called Dina, and I'm going to be cutting out some felt pieces. So the first step is just to cut all of the pieces. And this is just some cheap craft felt, nothing too special about this. And I'm going to be making this first bow, so I only need to cut out the pieces for that one. So I'm not going to cut out a giant piece and cover this whole platform. I'm just covering up the pieces that I need to cut out. And this is the thing with the big shop, is that it doesn't have to be just paper that you cut out. You can definitely use other materials, and this felt just cuts really nicely. So, I'll show you. So that's just cut so smoothly, and we can even just pop out those shapes, and it gives such a nice clean cut. So I'm going to just cut out bunches and bunches so that we can have some practice goes. And I've got different coloured felt here, and then I'll come back and show you how we're going to assemble it all together. So I've cut out a couple of shapes, and I've already put one together so far, and I'll show you how I did that. What I learnt was you can do it a few ways, right? So you can just stick with the one colour and you're just bending over the top bit like this, and then one of these will go around the middle. And that will be super cute and really, like, it's detailed and it's pretty. And then my girls said that they wanted to have a couple of different colours in their bows, and they're still a little bit obsessed with Frozen, right? So that's why I then made this blue and white one. And the best way that I figured out how to do that was not to just double them up and fold them over, because it gets a little bit bulky. So what I did was, with the inside colour, so the white colour, is actually just cut off these edge bits. And then at the moment, to hold it sort of temporarily in place, I'm just going to use some glue. So I'm using some glossy accents. It's pretty much my go-to all-purpose glue for when I want something that's a little bit stronger. And so stick that bit in the middle, and then a little bit more glue here to fold over my, well, whatever you want to call it, leaves. And then we want white or blue. Let's stick with blue. And the blue will go in the middle. Bit more glue on the back. Oh, sorry, bumped the camera. And just to hold this in place while it's drying, I'm just going to use a clip. Oops. To hold it in place. Now, as I said, that's just going to be a bit of a temporary fix. Now this one I made earlier, so the glue was already dry, and to jazz it up, take it to the next level, I want to add some sequins. You know, there is nothing better, I think, than glitter and bling and sequins and jewels. They're some of my sort of all-time favorite things. And to go with like this Frozen theme, or this like sort of icicle theme, I've got some crystal clear sequins, and some seed beads, some clear seed beads here. And I've already threaded up my needle and thread. And I'm going to go from the back to the front, put on a sequin, put on a bead, bit fiddly, but it will so be worth it. And sew these sequins on. Now the good thing about this is that it's going to not only give it, you know, this sparkle and shine, but it's going to help keep this in place more permanently by sewing this on. So I'm just going to add a couple of sequins. I think that's probably all I'm going to sort of have space for, is just say 2. So just the same thing, pop on a sequin, pop on a bead, and sew that in place. Alright, simple as that. Now all I have to do is obviously just tie off my sewing at the back here. And again, do it in such a way so it's going to help keep that bit in place. Alright, so that bit's done. And I might add a couple of extra stitches to keep those little bits in place as well. And then literally all it's going to come down to is I've got some hair clips that again I just bought at the cheap craft store, and I'm going to glue this on and make a pair so that they can put them in their hair. These ones are going to be for Mariah. I'll make these dark blue ones for my daughter Bethany. And they're going to make some cute clips. I'll come back and show you when I've finished all of the little bits and pieces and show you what they look like when they're actually even wearing them. And there you have it. There's my finished bows. I ended up putting on a lot more sequins onto this one. It just seemed like we needed a bit more bling, and the clear sequins and the blue sequins are very Frozen-esque, aren't they? So Mariah's very happy with that. And then Bethany chose out to have some pink sequins on her blue and white bow, and I've attached them to the clips, so now the girls will be able to wear these straight away. You can see how you would be able to easily customize this kind of idea to whatever color scheme you had in mind to suit whatever outfit you had planned. But the real hero, of course, is about having the die that just cuts that felt so precisely and perfectly and makes putting these together really easy. So thanks for joining with me today on this quick and simple project, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.